Through 10 weeks of the NFL season, the Seattle Seahawks rank third in points per game at 30.6, and their passing offense, led by Sam Darnold, has exploded onto the scene. They have one of the worst rushing offenses in football, but it doesn't matter because defenses are feeding right into their strategy and other teams are following suit because the NFL is a copycat league. Former Seahawks tight end Greg Olsen put it perfectly on Twitter when he called Seattle a quote-unquote heavy personnel passing team. But what does he mean by that? Let's break it down. So what is heavy personnel? It's when a team has any more than one running back and or one tight end on the field at once. For example, you have probably heard of 12 personnel, which means one running back and two tight ends. 22 personnel would mean two running backs and two tight ends. You get the gist. Most people would expect that gives you an advantage in the run game because tight ends are stronger than wide receivers, and the more of them you have on the field at once, the better blocking you get, which is true. But now, teams are using heavy personnel packages to get defenses into their base unit, so 3 linebackers as opposed to nickel, where there are only 2 linebackers and 5 DBs, to get an advantage in the passing game. Baltimore have been the kings at this because you need extra linebackers to stop Derrick Henry, but with less DBs on the field, you are susceptible in coverage, and then Lamar Jackson torches you downfield with his arm. Next to Baltimore, Seattle has used heavy personnel at the second highest rate in football, on 60.7% of their offensive plays. And they're specifically using 12 personnel. Remember, 1 running back and 2 tight ends. Defenses have countered this with their base defense and by taking an extra DB off the field in order to stop the Seahawks' rushing attack, which hasn't even been good. Their linebackers can't cover the Seahawks' downfield passing attack. In this first example, the Seahawks are in 22 personnel against the Commanders' base defense. You can see how the linebackers are fooled by play action and the threat of Seattle running, and because they aren't DBs, they don't have the athleticism to flip their hips and keep up with Jaxon Smith-Njigba, who's leading the league in receiving yards and is running a deep over route in the vacated space. Here, Seattle is running the exact same play, this time out of 12 personnel against the Cardinals' base 3-4 defense. And once again, the second level is manipulated by the heavy formation and run fake, and therefore aren't able to pick up JSN over the middle. On the end zone angle, watch number 50, Cody Simon for Arizona, who clearly bites on the run fake and then struggles to pick up and cover JSN on another deep over route. Forcing defenses to simultaneously worry about stopping both the run or pass on any given down is a trend across the league. And if you can't operate out of heavy personnel on offense, you are going to struggle in 2025. Seattle is the most noteworthy case because they don't even have a good rushing attack. They just make defenses believe they're going to run the ball on neutral downs, and that is enough to give them opportunities to throw downfield. Seattle has been elite when throwing out of 12 personnel, which is the heavy set that they use most often. Sam Darnold leads all qualified passers with a 0.78 EPA per play when passing from 12 personnel. The league average is only 0.08. He's also thrown 7 of his 17 touchdown passes through 10 weeks when Seattle has been throwing from 12 personnel formations. But they're not the only ones taking advantage of this strategy. Take it from Matthew Stafford, a frontrunner for MVP who credits the Rams' mixing of offensive personnel to their overall success.
It's been great. We've been mixing personnels, doing a great job of that, getting in and out of 13, 11, 12, all of it. And when we can do that, I feel really comfortable. Our guys are making plays. I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. It's so much fun when you get to go out there and orchestrate drive and you're in and out of personnels, 13, 11, 12, whatever it is. So it's been a lot of fun.
When throwing from heavy personnel groupings, Stafford has completed 68% of his passes and thrown for 11 touchdowns. Despite being 37 years old, Stafford has thrown 20 touchdowns against 0 interceptions over the past 6 games, and with the Rams taking on Seattle in the game to watch for Week 11, expect these trends to continue and for lots of points to be scored. That is all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. It all goes a long way. And let me know down below who you guys want to see me break down next, whether that's a specific team or a player. I'm so excited to see the Rams and the Seahawks both at 7-2, looking phenomenal, go up against each other this week. For those of you who watched my preseason predictions video, which has gone somewhat horribly so far, I do have the Rams making this year's Super Bowl. We'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for my next video, and like I said, let me know what it is that you guys want to see, and I will see you soon. Cheers.